What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and another question that I've been asked is about substitutions online or if you're playing solos, right? Now, when you look at your lineup, generally you don't have to really keep your lineup the way that it is. You can like mix and match people if you want. Like, say I wanted Dwight Clark to start, I would put him above Evan Ingram. I have Chad Johnson on the team, but he doesn't start. I put him in because I need chemistries from Demaryius Thomas, but I easily sub him in inside the game. All right, a lot of you guys think that you have to put them exactly where they're supposed to be in order for them to play where you want them. So I got this question. I was looking through the comments. I had some time yesterday. I was looking through some of the comments. And like I said, I encourage you guys to ask. And I also appreciate a lot of the other viewers of my videos that actually contribute positively and answer some of the questions. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to jump into a solo challenge. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what you should be doing. Now, the boss battles are available right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do these. And even if you've already got your 99 overall player, you should possibly be still doing this. Okay? Because all the extra trophies that you're going to get, you're probably going to be able to utilize them for something else. Just to keep in mind, what EA does is anything that you have overages of, they sometimes let you use it for special sets later in the game to give you like 99 overall players and different things like that. So don't think that you're wasting your time with it. Even though I don't even want to do this, I'm only going to be doing them for the weekly replay objectives. Like you got to throw for 1,000 yards, rush for 500. That's the only reason that I need to utilize solos, because I already have the Ultimate Master, I have Mutt Master, and I have all the other things that, you know, utilizing solos would be useful for. So I don't need to do much. If you guys need to do these solos, make sure you do them. Don't listen. Trust me, at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot more out of grinding in Madden 18 than you will for pack use. I can promise you that. Because still right now, no matter what safety they put out, even though they have like Brian Dawkins that people think is better than Sean Taylor, he's still not, bro. Like, I don't even care what you guys are talking about. He's still not. All right? So look, this is proper etiquette when playing Madden 18. Have you ever played an online game and the guy just pauses the game when it starts? See, those guys don't understand that in real competition, you can't pause the game. It's like penalties to do it, but EA for some reason gives everybody 5 pauses a half, which in my opinion is very, very stupid. The max should be 2. The max. And if you need more than that, just get out the game. All right? So look, pretty much what's going to happen is this, right? I'm going to show you, because when you're playing a solo, they usually stop when you go to do the substitution. So you see how the clock is winding? When you go to like coaching adjustments stops the clock on solos, right? So I'm just gonna let you guys understand what's going on with that. So this plays a big part in what you should be doing, as far as, you know, setting up what you want them to do, to play the ball in the air, play receiver, play ball, all that stuff, cornerback matchups, whatever like that, the pass rush. You should understand that when you're playing in a solo, they take the clock off, but when you're in an online game, the clock still runs regardless. All right. Now, as far as substitutions go, you see how it goes back? What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to use the R1 where you see subs, the right trigger, and then look, it's going to the play is going to start because, you know, the computer is ready to go. They're ready to get whipped. What happens is this, right? When you press R1, you have to scroll over using the left stick. All right, the regular left stick. You can use the actual analog stick, but it's easier to use the left stick. And then you move through everybody. And the person that you want to sub, you simply press X or A on the Xbox, and then you see the substitutions right below it. So you saw that Tomlinson was there. I could substitute Tomlinson in for another player, stuff like that. There's reasons behind that, why EA makes it so easy to substitute your players, because it just limits the delay of the game. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't need to pause the game. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys go into an online game, and the first thing somebody does is pause it. So look, right here we have Bo Jackson, 4-3 under. So what we could do is, all right, I don't like Bo Jackson. I'm going to press A or X, and I'm going to simply put Tomlinson in. You just press the button again, and then voila, when you go to the play, Tomlinson is where that person is. You do the same thing with the corner, the same thing with the safeties. It's just the R1, and then you're using the X button on the PS4, or you're using the A button, okay? The A button on the Xbox One. And it's pretty simple. You go through it and you put the players in that you need, and you never have to pause the game. There's absolutely zero reason. I'm going to put Bo Jackson back in very, very simply. And you could go, like, say, look, I want Lawrence Taylor on the D-line. Okay, so I'll put Tomlinson there, and then I'll get Myles Garrett out, and I'll put Lawrence Taylor on the D-line. And then he's just there until I want to get him out again. and then that's it. You don't. It's nothing else that's involved. You don't have to pause the game and do all the other stuff, and it's just not proper etiquette. And like I said, everybody doesn't have to play competitively, but at the end of the day, you don't want to waste time, because what happens is the more time that you waste, the more ridiculous the game goes. Okay, it just continues to get wild. And then a lot of things like, you know, people be like, yo, Gmia, you know, the guy did a fake field goal and he put other guys in. Okay, what he did was he went to field goal, and then if you want to change your quarterback to somebody that's faster, like a Marquette King, but I think Marquette King is slower than Dante Culpepper in this situation. But if you wanted to put somebody faster in, you can easily do that. If you want to change, you know, the tight end that's there or whatever, you go to field goal, you do it. Do the same thing for punt and put the players in like that, and then, you know, you go from there. Very, very simple, and you don't have to worry about pausing the game, you know, delaying it, whatever, even when you're playing the solo. Because, you know, most of the time when we do the solos, we have to utilize certain chemistries, and a lot of you guys pause the game and you sub the guy. No, just sub the guys in that you want from the screen, and then it just makes it a lot easier, and the gameplay itself, it just goes a lot smoother. And the more people that know about substituting easier, it'll stop the delay, because it's like, it's, even though it's like 30 seconds, it's like, yo, bro, why is this guy pausing the game and the game just started? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing right now? And then also, for a lot of you guys that have teams that are not too high overall, you might want to do things like, okay, I got Sean Taylor here, free safety. I want to take him out, put Lattimore there. I want to put Sean Taylor here. Okay? Even though he's not rated higher at that position, okay, you come out. Sean Taylor's over there on the left. Okay? So that's what you should be doing in this case, to make sure that your players are substituted in, you know, properly, fast, very, very efficiently, and you won't have much issue going forward with it. So the other way that a lot of you guys have been doing it, like I've been describing, which you should never do, is you pause the game, right? You go over to depth chart, and then you start doing things like, all right, yo, you know what? Let me take this guy out. Yo, let me do this one. Let me reorder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you press the triangle or you press the Y button on the Xbox, and then you go, yeah, let me reorder my team, and then it puts everybody in the highest position, and I'm a real goon. No, you're an idiot, okay? And what you're doing is you're wasting somebody else's time online. If you want, look, this is the thing, right? If you're still doing like those chemistry, the chemistry solos, and you're doing this, you're wasting so much time every time you go into a solo. And it's already boring for all of us to play the actual solo. So the way that I showed you in-game, like live, that's the only way you should be subbing. Let me just tell you something, right? In some formations, right, especially with the fullback and the tight end, you can't get a player in a specific position where you want them because of the way the game is set up. Either because you don't have enough of that player, or a certain formation doesn't allow you to put a player in. That's the only time, but it's very, very rare. And that usually happens sometimes in franchise mode, where you have to do the substitution in the actual game through the pause screen because of the way that you're like setting up your offensive play or your defensive play. But typically you can do everything just simply from doing it right in game, which is like the best way to do it. And it makes the game go by a lot faster, so you don't need to do a lot more, okay? So looking at the way that this is right now, the only way that you should be doing it, because you see what I'm saying? Like, even if you do it fast, like back in the day, most people did it like this because we didn't have the speedy option of subbing people in. Because I remember doing this back in the day, but it's so easier now to do that. You know, to just do it from in-game. There's literally no reason for you to ever pause the game. So, you know, again, no matter what position it is, offense, defense, whatever you're doing, if you, I'm gonna give you an example. If I get the ball back right here, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Because a lot of people, when we go into the game, when people look at your lineup, right, they think they assume because I have LaDainian Tomlinson, LaDainian Tomlinson is gonna play. LaDainian Tomlinson almost never plays unless my fullback Bo Jackson is tired. He almost never ever plays. Why doesn't he play? Because he fumbles the ball every chance he gets. So it makes no sense for me to, you know, why would I be playing with him? It doesn't make any sense. You know, the computer sucks. But anyway, let's go to the play real quick. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. When I come out, right, let's say that, look, let me go. First of all, you should be going to coaching adjustments and putting them on conservative. That way, it just doesn't, it's a less likely chance for you to fumble the football, which none of us want to do, right? So if I go to iPro, you see that the way that it is right now, I'm going to go to iPro regular. You see how LaDainian Tomlinson is here and Bo Jackson is here? I simply put DeMarco in as my fullback, and I put Bo Jackson in. And I come out and I run my O. So everybody's assuming that I'm going to have LaDainian Tomlinson in. But LaDainian, like I said, LaDainian Tomlinson is a terrible player. I don't care what any of you guys say. I have footage and footage upon footage of just showing you guys what he does. And then Bo Jackson comes in, and then Bo Jackson handles his business for me. And that's pretty much what it is. So regardless, even if you want to do something with your O-line, if you don't like the way your O-line is blocking. Now with my situation, I don't have replacements. I only have the starters. So you're not going to have an option. If you have other players that you want to put in on your O-line, you're going to have a sub for your O-line. My guys play all the way through because I don't care about their health. They got to play the entire game. And if they get tired, they can die on the field. I don't care about them. Everybody else with my skill positions, if I want somebody that blocks better than Randy Moss, I'll put in, what is this guy? Dwight Clark. Because he's pretty much a tight end, but he's also a wide receiver. You see what I'm saying? So there's different ways for you to do it. And when you're doing your subs, it's very important. It's very, very important to understand that you have to put the best players in to that situation. Okay? So whatever works for you, that's what you're putting in. And like I said, I could easily put Tomlinson in, but he sucks. So I keep DeMarco as a backup, and I put Bo Jackson in, and then we just go out here and do whatever. And that's another way to scheme against your opponent, because they look at your lineup and they think, yeah, you know what? That guy sucks, that guy sucks. But usually that guy never plays. And they're like, yo, what's going on? He never paused the game. Yeah, but you don't need to pause the game. You see what I'm saying? So that's ultimately what I want you guys to take from this and to understand. You should never need to pause the game. Do your substitutions right in game, get it done, and just have better Madden etiquette. I hope this has been informative and it explained a lot of the things that you need to know about it. If you need any more information, I'm pretty sure a lot of the viewers here can help you in the comment section. If not, I will try my best to get to your comment. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Feel free to leave a comment and any more suggestions. See you guys and girls next time. GmiasWorld. One love.